And it's just been a wonderful time for us to come together to celebrate this great country of ours. So I want to take an opportunity, thank the city of Ralston for their commitment, their effort.
I'll note that the Budget and Capital Improvement Plan public hearing will be held on August 13th at 6:30 p.m. in these chambers. But first, we'll have the presentation from the mayor. Mayor, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Council President Festerson, City Council members. Let's try that again. Good afternoon, Council President Festerson, City Council members, and citizens of Omaha. I'm very pleased to be with you today to present our recommended 2025 General Fund Budget and Capital Improvement Plan. Managing the taxpayers' money is a great responsibility that I take very seriously. The General Fund Budget pays for our important obligations to our taxpayers and also to our employees. Police and fire protection and emergency services, trash collection, libraries, swimming pools and community centers, parks, summer camps are all examples of services that citizens expect. As we present our recommendations, we do so as the Nebraska legislature is about to begin a special session. It could result in significant changes to the way we fund critical services, some required by state law. The tax reform package that we are aware of today would put a hard cap on property tax revenue that we believe would have severe unintended consequences. 2/3 of our general fund budget pays for police and fire services. We must ensure these services are not compromised. No one wants to wait longer for the fire department if your house is on fire, or for a police officer when you are a victim of crime. Our citizens want their streets plowed in the winter and their parks mowed in the summer. They want their trash picked up on time and their libraries, pools, and community centers open. Governor Pillen's Nebraska Plan Playbook says excessive spending by local governments is the root cause of the state's property tax problem rather than valuations, and I do disagree with the governor. The valuation system is the problem, and the city of Omaha does not overspend, and our annual budgets prove that. Taxpayers should expect reasonable growth in the value of their property over time, not sizable, unexpected, and for some, unaffordable increases. The city of Omaha's average valuation growth since 2013, the year I became mayor, is 3.46%. 3.46%. That is definitely not a windfall. Since I have been mayor, we have had years with no valuation growth, some years negative growth. I have carefully now managed 11 city budgets. We end each year with a surplus. We have not implemented the levy increase approved by the voters in May of 2020, and we will have reduced our property tax levy nearly 12%. We spend what is needed to manage the 39th largest city in the country. We do not overspend. In those years, we don't hire police officers and firefighters or buy equipment to plow snow or repair potholes. We delay improvements to parks and city facilities, and we postpone filling open positions. This is responsible financial management, which is acknowledged every single year by our bond rater companies when they assign the City of Omaha high bond ratings. I certainly support property tax reform and reducing taxes for the citizens of Omaha. I have lowered our levy 4 times for more than 8%, and I am proposing another in 2025. The Greater Omaha Chamber's Urban Core Strategic Plan, a long-range vision for the city, is built around one forward-thinking statement, and that is, cities never stand still. They are either growing and moving forward, or they are declining and falling behind. That is why I am so concerned about the lack of discussion with local governments as the state senators begin to consider potentially damaging plans and the unintended consequences. Omaha has great momentum right now, and we are moving forward, and we cannot and will not fall behind. Our future depends on strong financial foundation we now have in place. My budget priorities are always based on my goals. Number 1, public safety. Then managing our city budget, keeping taxes low, to create economic development and job growth, and to improve the taxpayer's experience. These then are the highlights of our 2025 budget. We recommend a total general fund budget of $531 million, which is a 4.8% increase from 2024. We estimate that property tax revenue in 2025 will be approximately $233 million, up slightly over 2% from 2024. Sales tax revenue is projected at $250 million, which is up 7.5% over the 2024 sales tax receipts. And the restaurant tax is estimated at $47 million, up 5% from this year, 2024. The estimates in sales and restaurant tax can be attributed to inflation. I am proposing the 5th and the largest property tax decrease in 2025, 3.3%. During my term, I will have reduced the levy almost 12%. Our levy is already at its lowest rate since 2010. Even with this additional reduction, we are able to fund important expenses in our 2025 budget. We are committed to police officer recruitment and retention so Omaha remains a safe city. We will expand our recruitment strategies to attract new candidates to prepare for the 2025 recruit classes. Even with new higher salaries for all officers, including recruits, we remain well below the 906 officers that we are budgeted for. We are currently at 780. Despite the police staffing challenges, the first half of this year, crime in Omaha is down 13% from last year, and violent crime is down 30%. Those are numbers we could be very, very proud of. Chief Schmatter and his command staff are doing an excellent job managing with the number of police officers down as much as they are. The fire department will continue to implement the apparatus replacement plan. In 2025, we have budgeted $3.5 million to replace apparatus. This plan is now in its 3rd year, and it ensures that our firefighters have up-to-date, safe, and reliable apparatus to provide the best fire and emergency medical response possible. The fire department also plans a 2025 recruit class. We will again increase road repair and maintenance budget, bringing the major street resurfacing budget to $10 million in 2025. An equal amount is set aside for residential streets. The new central library will open in 2026. The budget includes our phased-in approach to add staff and technology to this one-of-a-kind library. Every budget, I have prioritized increasing our savings accounts. The cash reserve and contingent liability funds have balances of $35 million each now. This compares to less than $8 million combined in these accounts when I first became mayor. Saving for emergencies is just smart financial budgeting. We will continue to increase our savings accounts. Our 2025 budget also includes our contractual agreements with our sworn and civilian employees, including wages and benefits. And today, we have contracts with every one of our bargaining units. Healthcare insurance costs for employees and retirees will increase approximately 7% next year. The fire union's healthcare trust continues to be the most expensive plan that the city funds. We would save taxpayer money if firefighters would agree to be covered under the city's healthcare plan. Every year, we set aside a small percentage of the budget to help community organizations that offer valuable services such as job training, youth mentoring, domestic violence prevention, and services for people who are unsheltered. This year, we will restore an additional funding to PACE, Police Athletics for Community Engagement. With a new board of directors now and management of the Omaha Sports Commission, PACE has definitely rebounded from the financial mismanagement. I am recommending $100,000 in community service funds to PACE to continue the youth athletic and mentoring programs. Along with our 2025 general fund budget, I'm also presenting the capital improvement plan today. The CIP outlines our long-term investments in transportation, public safety, public facilities, parks, and environment. Our 2025 to 2030 capital improvement plan continues the great momentum of our city heading into the next decade. This plan includes major street improvements and bridge repair and replacement projects in every single city council district, and the continuation of our successful street preservation program. Since the voters approved this ambitious plan for our streets in May of 2020, we have accelerated asphalt, concrete, and brick street repair. We have already completed approximately 500 lane miles of street improvements. Training for our first responders and updated technology and equipment is critical to public safety. The CIP includes moving the Omaha Police Outdoor Gun Training Range from its current location in Elkhorn. We need a new location where nearby homes and businesses are not impacted by the loud and frequent noise from the gun range. An important redevelopment of our urban core requires additional emphasis on public safety. So we will add a new police precinct, our 6th precinct in the downtown area. And I want to say this is not our new public safety headquarters that we have been talking about. It is still in the planning stage. This also building downtown with the new police precinct will include a fire station in the same building so we can still continue to dispatch from downtown. As Omaha becomes increasingly popular destination for conventions, meetings, and major sports events, Visit Omaha, our Convention and Visitors Bureau, estimates continued growth in this sector. Our CIP includes the city's contribution to the expansion and renovation of the CHI Health Center, Arena, and Convention Center. We will be able to attract more and larger events, which results in increased visitor spending. Philanthropic partners will pay for half of this project. Impactful park improvements projects are also in the capital improvement plan, including the Levi Carter Sports Complex and the Youth Multi-Sports Complex and Tournament Facility at Tranquility Park. We will break ground this fall at Levi Carter and next spring at Tranquility Park. A new spray ground is planned in Elkhorn, new trail connections, and improvements to Adams Park and the baseball facilities at Boyd and Jerry Parks Field are now in design. The CIP also includes $135 million for 2025 streetcar expenses, including utility relocation costs, vehicles, and professional services. This money that is in the CIP for the streetcar comes from the sale of private placement bonds. We are not spending tax dollars on the streetcar, and it will not raise your taxes. We have also included the new permanent protected downtown bikeway that will replace the current bikeway that's on Harney Street. The total for the proposed 6-year CIP is $3.6 billion. which also includes federal aid and contributions from our strong philanthropic partnerships that we are very, very proud to have. Later today, you have a public hearing on proposals for the November ballot for transportation, public safety, public facilities, parks, and environmental or sewer bonds. These bonds will not increase property taxes. They will, however, provide continued funding for Omaha's future growth and success. As the legislature opens its special session, supposed to be this Thursday, we will be advocating for the citizens of Omaha to benefit from tax reforms that the senators and the governor may agree on without losing our momentum or the ability to pay for services that we must provide for the citizens of Omaha. While no one can expect what the outcome is, we do not expect what is happening in Lincoln to impact the budget as soon as 2025. So thank you, council members, for your input on this budget. We've worked together on this. And thank you to the city staff, department directors, our finance team, especially Steve Curtis, Andrew Brott, and Nicole Sweeney. The recommended budget and the capital improvement plan are now available on the city's home website. They're up right as we speak. The public hearing will be held for this budget in this chamber on August 13th at 6:30 p.m. And I do encourage citizens to attend and provide us feedback. Thank you all.